What's going on, you guys? I hope y'all are having an awesome and amazing week. It is Friday. Yay. I'm so excited. Um, guys, I have been very busy, a lot going on. Good things. Good things. Okay. So thank you, divine, highest level light guides, angels, and divine ancestors of the most high for the good things that are happening in my life. And I'm praying that there are good things happening in your life too, collective. This is an amazing time we live in right now, even though there's so much going on the world stage. This is a beautiful time to be alive, okay? And experiencing this great shift that is taking place um, in the universe right now. Okay. We just had a new moon. Okay. So I'm excited about that. So I got my Moonology deck here. Let's say I got 5 decks. I'm working with 6 decks tonight because I got to download the earlier part of the week. And I just asked my guides, invited in all of my guides of the Most High, right? And I asked them if the download I received was for the collective, okay? Or was it just something that I needed to keep to myself? But I asked if I should share it, and the answer was yes. So the download was simply, and the reason why I'm saying I asked because I was getting ready for work. I was in the bathroom, and all of a sudden I heard clear as day the mark of the beast, right? I tried to ignore it. I'm literally trying to ignore it. The top of the morning is where I get most of my downloads and channel messages, okay? Whether it comes through songs, just the soft spoken voice that you hear, and you know when it's you, your voice, okay? It is one of your guides, angels, or ancestors when it is very soft and subtle, or you can barely hear it, but you have to be extremely quiet. That's why it's important to meditate, guys, because meditation keeps you tapped in. Anyway, I heard the mark of the beast, right? And it made me uncomfortable because we all know what that means, right? So I tried to ignore it. And as soon as I tried to ignore it, brush it to the back of my head, I got a very strong feeling in my gut that it is not to be ignored. Okay. So I have been busy. So please forgive me. I have not been here. But it's time to deliver another message. I came in for the weekend vibe, and I wanted to tap into the new moon energy that we just had. Okay. And still experiencing, right? Um, and so I thought about the download. So I asked my guides, should I share a message, right? And they said yes. So let's dive in, guys, and see what the divine ancestors, angels, and highest loving light guides have to say about this channeled download. Oh, sorry, y'all. Let me back this camera up because it's shaking. I have it too close to my table. Okay, let's see. All right, it's very lightweight. Okay, so let's get into it, guys, and see what the guides have to say. Still shaking the table. Let me move my table over. Oh, I think it's still leaning, guys. It's okay. Is this better? I'm asking y'all. Hold on 1 second for me, y'all. This is what we call authentic. Oh, wait, I see what's happening here. This is what we call authentic coverage. Okay. All of the bloopers when things happen back scene. Okay. Behind the scenes. I think that's better. I hope this thing is stable. Okay. All right. This is the long version for my YouTube anyway. And that's where I just kind of mellow out. And a lot of people don't know that I'm there because they be tuning into the little 2-3 minute messages on TikTok and they be liking it. So, anywho, let's get into the message, guys. So, what is the channel message about? Highest level light guides, angels, and divine ancestors of the Most High. I'm going to split this deck because my hands are small. Can we have a... Oh, I didn't even ask the question, y'all. What in the heck? I'm gonna put that to the side because I think that might be significant. Rich guy. Holy Spirit. I think we're gonna put that to the side because I didn't even get my question out, and we're gonna see if it resonates. Okay. Highest level light guides, angels, and divine ancestors. Can we clarify the mark of the beast? What is that about? Can we get some details? I should get my clarifying deck. I'm gonna get the clarifying deck. Oh. Okay, North Node. I'm gonna need North Node. Somebody is in there, North Node. So somebody is in moving into purpose, or you've moved into purpose at this time. Okay. And rich guy is here. So I don't know if this means by you moving into purpose, it's gonna make you extremely wealthy at this time. This is masculine energy here. So I may be talking to some masculines out there that are moving into their divine purpose, or you have moved into your North Node. 5 is on the cards. That is change. You may be moving into your North Node. 3 and 4 is 1 and 3 is 4. 13, that may be significant. The divine feminine represents the number 13. And 4 is about building. You may be building fortune at this time, okay, in the form of money, wealth, okay. Let's see. I feel like to get some clarity on the download, because it hasn't clicked yet, how this North Node and rich guy, what does it have to do with the mark of the beast? Okay. Let's go further. Let's dive deep. Okay. Can you clarify the download mark of the beast? Highest level light guides, angels, and ancestors of the Most High. One clear guide. Can we get some clarity, please? Embrace the potential is what this card is saying. Okay. That says this is a card about, it says embrace the potential, right? And to me, this card speaks about possibilities, opportunities, right? So I'm going to read the card. It says explore abundance of opportunities. Explore an abundance of opportunities with an open mind. Okay. Answers reveal limitless horizons for your journey. Answers will reveal limitless horizons for your journey. Okay. I gotta say this, guys. It's not clicking yet. And normally things click very fast. Okay. So I'm going to keep going into my changes deck and also my Moonology deck. I want to get some clarity. They did. Oh, you know what? Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you. Okay. I'm going into the Angels and Ancestors deck for a little bit more clarity. This is very good. If this resonates for you guys, this is great right here. North Node is divine purpose. Okay. This is what you came here to pursue, to create. This was in your blueprint. This is faded here. Moving into your North Node. That is purpose. Okay. Rich guy. I feel like by you moving into your divine purpose, you're going to be very, very wealthy here, and there are going to be a ton of possibilities for you. So that's a side message for someone. And please take it as it resonates. This may already be happening for you right now. And I feel like it's honing in on a divine masculine. Take it as it resonates. It could also be a divine feminine, but there is a divine masculine that is moving into North Node, divine purpose, and you will be very wealthy. And there's going to be a huge ocean of possibilities and opportunities coming for you at this time, divine masculine. Okay. I want to get a little clarity though, because I was told to share the download, the mark of the beast. So far, I feel like this is a side message. I could be wrong. Let's keep going. Okay. So with my angels and ancestors deck, I'm asking my angels and ancestors to come forward to please share with me a message about what the download means. Clarify the message, the channel message, the mark of the beast. Please clarify. Why is my Moonology cards? I mean, this is a mess. I be moving stuff around so fast, y'all. Why are my Moonology cards mixed in with my angels and ancestors deck? Why? Okay. Why? Why? Let's try this again. Angels and divine ancestors of the Most High. Clarity, please. Clarity, please. Mark of the beast channeled message. And wow, how fitting. With this new moon energy we just had, the moon card came out here. Oh my God, that is the message. That is the message. Moon energy, okay, represents illusion here, right? So illusion. The card says take note of intuitive messages. Moon energy represents, especially in the upright, represents being in an illusion. So it's saying pay attention to your intuition here. And it's telling me to take note of intuitive messages, right? I feel like it's talking to me directly at the moment because I'm not getting the intuitive message at the time. So I feel like it's talking to me. However, being in this moon energy, moon represent illusions in the tarot, traditional tarot deck. I feel like that is what it's telling you, collective, that the message can very well mean in this 3D realm that we live in, it is a realm of illusion. Okay. And this realm we live in is ruled by the underworld. Okay. The lower vibrational frequencies. We are living in the lower vibrational realm. The 3D realm is the beast realm. So I feel like that is what it's saying here. We are living in the realm of the beast, and that is the mark of the beast, who is going to move into purpose in the North Node, okay? And who is going to continue on in this illusion here, in this 3D realm. And I also got another message as it relates to the traditional scriptures here. The traditional scriptures talk about how hard, how difficult it will be, right, for a rich man to enter into the gates of heaven. Okay? Wealthy. This is another message. Okay? Wealthy people in the traditional scripture, it says it will be difficult to enter into the gates of heaven. And they use the example of a needle, of like threading a needle in a little fine needle. It is very difficult to thread that needle, right? It's like you have to wet it on your tongue, the yarn, right? Wait, not yarn. The what do you call that? The the threading, the sewing. I don't sew, right? So I'm like, my daughter is learning how to sew. So she has a sewing machine in her room. And I'm literally looking at the stuff that she has, and I still can't remember what what it is. What it is. It's like you thread the needle with the thread, right? Duh, with the thread, right? And I'm talking about yarn. Okay. Goes to show you that's not my ministry. Okay. um, you thread the needle with the thread, right? But it's very difficult. Even when I wet it with my tongue to try to thread it, it's still difficult, right? So I feel like that's a side message. And I'm just being transparent, y'all, okay? I feel like that's a side message here. Rich guy, okay? You can either go, baby, wow, you can eat rich man, okay, or woman. You can either follow purpose, follow divine purpose, right? Go into your north node as you were predestined before you got here in this physical realm to do, right? If this is you, I'm talking to my people that are here experiencing their timeline where they're supposed to move into their north node. That is not everybody. Okay. So I am talking to a very specific collective right now, right? If you are wealthy, in particularly, if you are wealthy, it is very important for you to humble yourself, get out of illusion, this 3D realm, and move into your north node. There will be unlimited possibilities for you here. So you have a choice, is what I'm getting here. Okay? Take note of intuitive messages. That is another message. Now I just got that message is not just for me as I'm doing this reading. It's also for the rich man or woman that is here, supposed to be in the timeline of going to your north node. It's telling you to tap in intuitively, get out of illusion with this moon card in the upright here. Get out of illusion, get out of this 3D realm, right? And go into divine purpose. Okay? It's trying to wake you up here, and it's letting you know that there will be an ocean of possibilities if you adhere to the call here, is what I'm getting here. Okay? Are there any more messages, angels, divine ancestors of the Most High, for this specific collective here relating to the channeled message, mark of the beast? You have a choice, is what I'm getting here. You can stay in the 3D realm. Yeah. Oh my God. I'm talking to a high priest. I got the high priest in reverse. The high priest in reverse. Okay. There is a high priest that I'm talking to. Yes, I'm talking to masculine energy here. This is 3 masculine energy. Oh, I get so excited. Okay. This is the message, divine masculine. Okay. This is your message, divine masculine. Okay. You are coming out in the reading in reverse here. I'm talking to a masculine collective that is not in their rightful place here, or you are about to move into your rightful position. This energy, and I'm talking to a wealthy divine masculine. I feel like you know who you are. This energy is asking you, I'm putting the selenite wand on your energy here. I felt intuitively guided to do that because you need to clear your energy at this time. This wealthy divine masculine, you know who you are. You know that you are divinely called by the Most High. Okay. And it's time for you to wake up at this time. It's time for you to wake up, divine masculine. Okay. Clear your energy, tap in, pray, meditate. And you don't have to go to church to do that. Okay. If you're still in the illusion of religion, this may be a heavy conversation. Okay. Um, your guides, angels, and divine ancestors, and especially the Most High, is calling you to wake up and move into your North Node here. You are in reverse, meaning you are not answering the call here. You're still in illusion. And that's why the download, Mark of the Beast, came to me. I'm speaking to a specific divine masculine, and I may be speaking to a group or a collective of divine masculines who are called to be the high priest here. Okay. The high priest is the all knowing. You can tap into your third eye with ease as you take note of the intuitive messages and get out of illusion. Okay. As you tap into your higher self, you become the high priest. Nothing gets past you, high priest. Okay. Nothing gets past you. Everything will be revealed to the high priest. This energy is asking you to move into your North Node so that possibilities and opportunities can come towards you at this time. The opposite side of that, if you do not move into the North Node, you are automatically accepting the mark of the beast. That means you're choosing to stay in illusion, the 3D realm, eyes closed, when the high priestess eyes are supposed to be wide open. Okay. There is something that you're missing here. And this one or two or three or a collective of divine masculines are being called to wake up at this time. Let's go deeper. Okay. Let's go deeper. Any more messages from the angels and ancestors deck for this reading? I am talking to some high priests. Okay. I am grateful to be able to deliver this message. Wow. And then Stag came out. Oh my God. When I say y'all got my legs on, I'm so excited. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Divine, for choosing me as a vessel to deliver your channeled message to the collective. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I normally do this praying, guys, offline, but I feel so grateful right now. Unbelievably grateful, because I had no idea what that channel message was about. And I'm being called to channel for a high priest. You got the Stag card, and it also came out in reverse. And it says, trust and thrive. There is a high priest that does not trust himself, and he does not trust the universe. You are not moving in your North Node. Okay? You are being called to move into the North Node at this time. This card is in the upright. It's not in reverse. So that tells me that your purpose is to move into North Node. And I'm telling you that you're not there yet, because the Moon card that came out right beside it suggests living in illusion, and it's telling you to take note of your intuitive messages. I feel like you're going to get there. I am talking to a wealthy collective that is supposed to move into North Node and get out of illusion, out of the 3D realm, because there's an ocean of opportunities and possibilities waiting on you. You are the high priest, but you are in reverse at this time. And you are to trust so that you can thrive. And I also just got that you were on the right path and then something interrupted the flow. I got that for a select few of you. Let's keep going. Wow. Wow. Just wow. Okay. Any more messages, angels and divine ancestors of the Most High, about the channeled message, Mark of the Beast? The scriptures say it is challenging for a rich man to get into heaven. Spirituality says that heaven is a state of mind. Religion says heaven is a physical place, right? Heaven is a state of mind. A state of mind ascending into the North Node, right? There is some type of illusion, trickery, deception within you or around you that is keeping you from ascending into your North Node, High Priest. What is it? Tell us more. What do we need to know? Any more messages for this collective that wanted to pop out? And your messages are coming out in reverse. The moon is the only card that came out in the upright. And this is the card of illusions and deception in the traditional tarot. You got the eagle here, but they came out in reverse. The eagle flies alone. Do you see that third eye at the bottom of this card? The eagle flies alone. Have you seen eagles fly with other eagles? I haven't. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I haven't. Okay. Eagles dominate the sky. They fly alone. Someone needs to get away from all of the chaos around them. Okay? And go into your intuition. Pray, meditate. You are the high priest. Okay? And you're being called, not to religion, but you're being called within. You're being called within yourself here. Okay? Not to a church door, not to religion. Okay? You're being called to purpose. That's what I'm getting here. And it's telling you, oh my God, this card, Eagle, says, see from a higher perspective. It's telling you to tap into your intuition and look at things from a higher perspective. This energy is asking you to go within and see past the illusion here. That's what it's telling. Thank you for the clarity. Y'all, I just bought some clarity incense. The incense is called Clarity. It smells so good. So I wish you could smell it. I'm burning that right now. And the clarity that is coming forth in this message is absolutely unbelievable. Okay. Because when I started this message with the download, I was like, what are we talking about here? I'm lost. But now I totally get it. It makes so much sense to me. Okay. There is a high priest that is not in order at this time that the divine is calling you to be in, to push into your North Node. There is a wealthy divine masculine that is being called to move into divine purpose as a high priest here, so that opportunities and blessings and possibilities can come for you. You're being asked to get out of illusion. Okay. You're being asked to trust the process so that you can thrive. You're being asked to see from a higher perspective. You're being asked to look high and fly high like the eagle here, so that you can be high and look low. Okay. So you can see from a bird's eye view with your third eye. Look deeper at what is going on around you. This was in reverse. You're not able to see. You're not able to hear. You're not able to discern. Your intuition is offline. You are not trusting the process, divine masculine. That's why your high priest is in reverse. If you turn the high priest around, it says intend and create. This is telling me you're not able to manifest or create at this time. Okay. You're not able to set intentions and you're not able to create. Okay. Even though you may have wealth at this time, or you may be coming into some wealth at this time, if you're not wealthy, it's coming for you if you move into the North Node. The possibilities card is here. The divine started out with that message. The divine wants to the divine wants some divine masculine to be wealthy in this timeline by moving into this North Node. Or if you're already wealthy, move into your spiritual high priest so that you can stay wealthy and have even more possibilities. Because remember, it is very difficult for the rich man to get into heaven, which is a state of mind. Okay. So I feel like it's asking you to undo your belief system here. Tap into your intuition. See from a higher perspective here. Trust the process. You're moving into divine assignment as a high priest. That's what I'm getting here. That's what I'm getting here. That is exactly what I'm getting. I want to get into my Moonology deck for this message. Oh my God. And before I turn the camera on, when I asked about the download, right, I pulled out my traditional tarot oracle, and it was the King of Wands that flipped out. I was like, what is this download about? The King of Wands flipped out. It's right here on the top. But the King of Swords. I'm glad I left it on the top. The King of Swords flipped out. But guess what? It also flipped out in reverse. And I was like, wait, what are you talking about? You're losing me here. But now I get it. Now I know why the King of Swords came out in reverse. Why yet another masculine. Okay. Another masculine came out. Now it suggests here that this is a more strict, serious, authoritative energy here that can be emotionally detached. Coming out in reverse, it could mean some of the opposites. But what I'm getting as it relates to the message around it is that the authority, you're not moving into authority here. You're not moving into all that the divine has for you here. Okay. You can't even think logically at this time. That's what I'm getting. Because you're out of order. There's no order here, is what I'm getting. Divine masculine. Okay. Let's pull from the Moonology deck here. Any more messages for the collective? The end of a tough, I can't make it up. Baby, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting excited. The end of a tough cycle approaches. The end of a tough cycle approaches. I may be talking to some Capricorn masculine energy here because there is Capricorn energy on the card. Okay. Capricorns represent devil energy in the tarot. It doesn't necessarily mean that a Capricorn is the devil or devilish in any way, shape, or form. That's just the card that correlates to Capricorn, right? So I'm also getting that because it represents devil energy, some of you could be struggling with toxic attachments, masculines, okay, that are keeping you in illusion, keeping you from being the high priest that you are, and keeping you from moving into that North Node. But it says here in the upright, the end of a tough cycle approaches. And you also have North Node in the upright rich guy. So if you are not experiencing it, it is on the way to you now. But it's asking you to trust this process. Okay. See from a higher perspective. Trust this process. Right? So that you can move into your high priest. I just got a side message that you were definitely connected spiritually and you were definitely in this high priest upright, but something happened, like I said earlier, to bring in some deception here with this moon card in the upright. And it caused you to get knocked off your center here, second guess some things. You're not able to trust, think logical at this time. So you're not standing in the high priest at this time. And I say that a side message because you're standing here, rich guy and North Node in the upright. So I just got kind of like 2 or 3 different messages here. Okay. Whatever you're going through, it's coming to a close here. And you're being asked to see it from the bigger picture. Okay. And trust the process. You're being told to pay attention to your intuition here. And you're being told to follow that because when you move into the North Node, you will have options. You will have possibilities. You will have unlimited potential. Who's this for? Who is this high priest? I'm so intrigued. Okay. Because it sounds like you something serious in the spirit. You are being called to change. You're being called to move into your North Node with that 5 there. That is change. Okay. The North Node is your divine purpose. And I said fated earlier. That is not what I meant. I meant destined. You're here on assignment. You're destined. Your destiny is to move into your North Node. Fated, which means you have no choice, but you do. So excuse me, I made a mistake. You have a choice. So it's not fated that you will move into North Node, but it is destined that you will move into North Node. Destiny is calling you, divine masculine. Destiny is calling you, high priest. Okay. You have a choice. And that's why I heard mark of the beast. So you have a choice. You can move into the heavenly realms or you can stay in the 3D, land of illusion, land of deception. Nothing is real here, right? And this is where the beast rules. Mark of the beast. You can stay here amongst the beasts and take the mark, or you can move into your North Node in heaven. Okay. The state of mind. Where all the foolishness, all the deceptive activity happening in this 3D realm can either drive you nuts mentally because you think it's real, but it's not. Or you can move into your North Node and you can look high like this eagle looking down at this foolishness, knowing that it's fake. Okay. Just a little summary of what moving into the heavenly realms does for the mind. Okay. Where that's that little part in them people's scriptures. I say it like that because everything, my sister, she laughs at me when I say it like that. I say it like that because it's been tampered with. And so I say those people scriptures, everything I don't resonate with in them scriptures, but I resonate with what calls for my intuition. Okay. Everything is not what it is, right? It's an illusion. Back to that illusion again, but let's get off of that because that's for another day, right? But I said all that to say you can look high, you can fly high and look low, or you can stay low and take the mark of the beast because that was the channeled message. It's up to you. It's up to you. And that's why it's not fated. It's destiny. You're destined to move into North Node. So in other words, you have the opportunity. The choice is yours here. The divine gives us choices. The choice is yours. If I were you, I would pray, meditate, be still, and ask the divine to come in and have his or her, or whatever you believe your divinity to be, have your way. I would surrender to the now. I would forgive, clear and cleanse my heart, my aura, my frequency, by just setting an intention, whatever works for you. Light a candle, say a prayer, meditate, journal. I don't know. Because there's so many different things that work for so many people. Take a bath for 20 minutes or more to clear and cleanse. Say, I love you, I forgive you, all of the things, and really mean it with a pure intention. Because when I say the divine knows the intentions of the heart, just like them people scriptures say, okay? That is so, so, so true, y'all. That is so true. There is so many people in this realm that are pretending. There's that illusion again. There's that deceptive energy again. They're pretending. Okay. But their heart is full of hatred, impure energy, unforgiveness, okay, resentment, jealousy, envious, rage, mean, okay, all of the things. And who am I to judge? I'm just saying it is what it is. I'm just a messenger. But I've been there, done that, where I was mean, okay? I was full of rage, hatred, all of the things. I would go 0 to 100 real quick, okay? Ask the people that used to know me. However, a lot of people that used to know me when who I was are no longer in my experience right now. And that speaks volumes right there, okay? Because I have changed. I have changed my ways. I've surrendered to the divine. I have forgiven. I have been forgiven. And I have continued to set an intention to grow and heal. Okay. I did not get to a space and then just say, stop. I don't want to heal anymore. No, I kept going and going and going. And I'm still dealing with stuff and I'm still healing as we speak. Okay. I'm still releasing and surrendering and trusting. Okay. So this message is for someone. You need to hear that. You need to hear that. And it says the end of a tough cycle approaches. This energy is asking you to trust it. This energy is asking you to trust it. I feel like the reading is over. I do. I just want to pull a changes deck. A card out of my changes deck just in case. But I'm so grateful for the clarity because I was so lost, y'all. Like, what is happening? I'm so lost. But I feel like that. Let me see how many minutes here. Oh my God, 43 minutes on the clock? Oh yeah, the reading is over. The reading is done. Bad enough nobody don't come to my YouTube because my readings be so long. Okay. Give me one card from the changes deck. My God, I can't believe I've been talking that long. My incense burnt out, my sage burnt out. Wow. Wow, I cannot believe it. Baby, it's good though. It's really good. I am talking to a high priest. I am talking to a high priest. The energy is asking you to trust it, this process right now. Oh, I don't really feel like. Okay. You are overwhelmed. It's asking you to get some rest at this time. And as you rest, you automatically heal. Okay. You heal and you can ascend and also get downloads as you rest. Any more messages for the closeout? Let's close out this reading. Any more messages to close out the reading from the changes deck? Get some rest, divine masculine. You're tired. Rest. Okay. And I feel like, oh Lord, that's too many cards. I feel like, oh my God. I feel like it's a message though. I feel like you're mentally drained, is what I'm getting. You're mentally and emotionally drained, is what I'm getting here. And look what just came out together. Okay. Relationship. Somebody going through, baby. I feel like this is about a relationship. Okay. So it says relationship dynamics, and that's in the upright, but support is in the reverse. Okay. So that is what is happening with you, masculine. Okay. I just want to give you a big hug. This is awful. Okay. You're really going through mentally and emotionally. You're drained, you're depleted, you're pouring and pouring and pouring, and you're not receiving. Okay. Your cup is full and there's no reciprocal energy here. Okay. You're not able to be in your high priest energy here. This relationship or relationships around you, whether they're family dynamics or romantic relationships or career related relationships, I don't care what kind of ship it is, right? It's not pouring back into you here. Relationships dynamics around you are not supportive at this time. Okay. And so that is causing you to be distracted, be it in deception, illusion. Okay. You can't stand in your high priest here. You are in a cycle of illusion with these relationship dynamics here. There's effery all around you. Okay. But the energy is asking you to trust this process. You may be going through some severing of these relationships at this time or thinking about it, right? It's asking you to rest and let the universe handle it. Okay. Go with the flow is what I'm getting here. Trust and thrive with this card here, because the end of a tough cycle is approaching. It's asking you to stay in your ego energy because that is in reverse. You are coming out of illusion, but it's asking you to trust the process because you're still not tapping into your intuition here. So you're not able to come out at this time. You're in the reverse as the high priest. But once you trust this process and allow the divine to move these energies around, tap into your intuition, pray, meditate, stay focused on you, masculine, at this time. Stay focused on you at this time, divine masculine. I felt led to say that twice. Get some rest, stay focused on you. Okay. Because you are being called into your north node. Okay. And then when you get pushed into that north node, there is going to be unlimited opportunities coming for you. And I want you to come back to my message, put in the comments on TikTok or YouTube that it happened for you, because the end of a tough cycle is approaching for you at this time. Thank you for letting me read for you, High Priest. Okay. I am honored. I am humbly grateful that I was able to be a channel for this message and that it all pulled together and made so much sense. Okay. I pray that this message reaches who it needs to reach and that the message is clear and that it resonates so that you can move into your north node. Because when I heard that channel message, Mark of the Beast, I did not like the way I felt in my body. Okay. I did not like that feeling. So I pray that the divine masculine who I am talking to, or divine masculine collective, gets this message. The relationship dynamics around you are not supporting you at this time, and it's pushing you off your center. You are not able to stand in your high priest. Okay. I love you. I am praying for you. I wish you nothing but the best. And I wish and pray that you move into your north node. All right, y'all. That's my reading. And that's my time. I'll see you back, guys, on Tay Talks and Tarot. Spread some love and get some rest. Peace.